Y'all, Funny Bone here, and I wanted to share something with y'all. It's what I've been watching a lot of stories today, and this one intrigued me the most. And I'm gonna let y'all listen, and then I'm gonna comment after this. Take it away, Brett.
My name is Brett Meiselas here with the Midas Touch Network. Remember to hit subscribe if you are not backing down from this fight for our democracy. Let's dive right in. Here's a woman who voted for Donald Trump who is now devastated that her family, her grandma, her mother, her sister, will not speak to her anymore.
Wow.
Watch this.
This is my last political post, okay? I'm gonna lay it to rest.
I know.
Let me just tell you guys. I'm not crying happy tears.
You can see that.
I'm not gonna be apologetic for
Don't.
being excited.
Please don't.
because if it was the other way around, all of the Kamala supporters would celebrate. I want to say that first. I'm very relieved because I believe
Idiot.
what I believe in, and I felt heavy in my heart that it's the right thing. So knowing that it was the decision the American people made, I'm relieved and I'm very happy. Very, very happy, okay? It's the very first day of finding out the election results. All of us are happy. I'm very happy. But I'm not going to continue to post about it.
You happy?
But I'm also not going to be sorry about it.
Okay.
And I always talked about how my family, sorry, I don't want to make this more than once. I always talked about how my family had different beliefs, my grandma and my mom, and my sister,
You didn't believe none of them.
and how we always got along.
Yeah.
And I wore my grandma's sweater to go vote.
Did
and
you?
I'm so sorry. I'm trying not to cry, okay? But my heart's broken.
Crying shame.
Try not to cry.
Yeah, please try harder.
My grandma just sent me a very sad text.
Oh.
It broke my heart.
Good.
And my mom has yet to text me back today.
Am I real?
My point of making this video is to say that I am very happy and I expressed how happy I was.
That happened?
And I'm not going to be sorry.
You
for
are
that.
sorry.
I'm completely heartbroken that my family is taking it how they are. I never did this to them when Biden won,
Biden was a felon.
Never.
He wasn't a felon.
but
Yeah, get it out. Hold it in.
I am done with political posts.
You need to be.
From here on out, it's back to normal. If
Yeah.
you don't like me because of who I voted for and you have to unfollow, go ahead.
I ain't follow you anyway.
My own family unsubscribed from my life, so you can too. I promise. It doesn't get worse than that.
You know, this is not an isolated case. The
It don't
thing
get
is,
worse than
no
that.
one's rights were
Good.
at risk when someone voted for Kamala Harris.
Right.
That is not the case for those who voted for Donald Trump. And here's
Exactly.
another story along those lines. This is shared by somebody named Ashley Smalls. She writes, quote, "My conservative cousin has just found out that he has nowhere to go for Thanksgiving. We've heard him word for word say he doesn't believe women should have property, but he was still expecting women in his family to let him eat at their property." Yeah, she makes a very
Can
good
y'all say
point.
bologna
Here's
sandwiches
another story
for
that someone
Thanksgiving?
shared online by a Trump voter. They wrote the following quote, "I voted for Trump. My wife sent me divorce papers. What do I do?
No.
I didn't even know it was possible to be served divorce papers this quickly. I don't even know what to say. I am shocked I married somebody willing to throw away our entire life over politics. Last week we were happy. Today we are getting divorced. She won't have a discussion. She says nothing will change her mind. Insists she is going to report my parents because they live off of disability, but my dad does some cash work auto repair.
You
So
in
now
trouble.
I am worried for my whole family. She wants me to buy her out of the house. We have $300,000 in it, plus built a 4-bay garage since we bought it 3 years ago. I can't afford that." When I told her this, as she was packing up her things,
Yeah.
she said, quote, "I guess you're finally going to really know how it feels to be effed by a Democrat." Her name is on the deed, but not the mortgage.
That was a good
I'm
one.
not confident that I can reason with her. What do I do? Where do I start? How do I fix this? Is anybody else experiencing this in the wake of the election results? Well, what you could do is not vote against the interests of the women in your life.
Exactly.
Another user online shared the following story. They said, quote, "So my sister-in-law voted Trump, now regrets it, wants to die. Her daughter's calling her a Nazi. She said she voted for him because she didn't want abortion and believed the lie of teachers giving trans surgery and his policies. When asked about his policies, she could not give one." Here's a story from a mom with 2 daughters in college who are now refusing to go to any family gatherings because their grandmother and aunts, the mom's sisters, voted for Trump. She shared the following, quote, "My kids won't come to Thanksgiving or Christmas. I know, this is fake, I'm a troll, this never happened, blah, blah, blah." This is 100% true. I have 2 daughters that are both in college. We have a family group chat with my parents, all of my siblings, and all the grandchildren. My parents and siblings are all Trump voters/supporters and are not shy about it. Most family gatherings will devolve into arguing between them and myself. I grew up in this shit show. My kids did not. After the election, my kids silently left the group chat. My mothers and sisters are trying to plan Thanksgiving through the chat. When my mother noticed my daughters left, she called to ask me why. I told her they are grown adults, so she would need to ask them. So she did. One of my 2 daughters is lesbian. When my mother asked the 2 girls, they told my mom that they would no longer be attending any family functions, including Christmas and Thanksgiving. This created a shit show on an epic scale in the family chat. My mother tried to explain to my kids that their vote had nothing to do with them. My oldest explained that they exposed their character and they were raised to not engage with people that condone rape, lying, and cheating. She told my mother that your votes will directly impact our lives in a negative way, and you guys did not care. You chose a politician's hollow words over your grandkids. There was more, and I'm paraphrasing. My parents and siblings are furious. I think it's important to say that I pay for both of my kids' college, their health insurance, car insurance, food and gas. I pay for airfare when they come home. They don't work. My deal with them was if they went to school and got good grades, I would pay if I could. My mother wants me to cut them off until they come to Thanksgiving and Christmas. I said no. I have my kids' backs and they are adults. I will not force them to make a choice they do not want to make. My siblings are saying I am an a-hole and I'm dividing the family. I honestly never thought I would be in this insane situation, but here we are. I commend you for allowing your children to stand for their principles and for you having their backs. I think that shows actual strength in this situation. This is just really tragic stuff we're seeing. I mean, people truly don't seem to understand that when you vote against human rights, and that directly impacts your own family members, don't expect them to act like, oh, it's just politics, everything is okay. Midas Touch contributor Tennessee Brando.
Yeah, listen, I've been looking at this stuff all day long. I even made a video of it, short of it this day, and the guy telling me it's not true. Let me tell you something, brother. I don't get on this channel and lie about anything. I check my stuff thoroughly. I don't get on here and lie, son. My last name is not Trump. What I tell you, I be unseen and researched it. So I don't lie on here at all. So y'all think these people didn't divide their families by doing this? Y'all honestly think that people are just saying this? Y'all getting ready to find out. For every action is a reaction. And if all the reactions are negative, then you messed up, son. The decisions you made were messed up. So, what don't y'all get? What don't y'all get? This is dividing the family. And it's going to stay divided. You heard those teenage daughters said they're not coming back to no functions. That mean now if they ain't coming back for Christmas and Thanksgiving, that mean they ain't coming back to the damn house. Under no circumstances. So y'all done lost them. Those 2 girls are gone. You can't get them back. You can't go in there and get your vote back. You can't get your family back. You think that man was lying about his wife and divorced him? No, that man ain't lying. He's not lying. Y'all should have thought this through. You should have. And then you listening at people instead of listening at your own family. So that means you put Donald Trump over your family. And look how your family responded. Like they should. Good. I'd do the same thing if I had a Trump supporter and voter in my house, in my family. I just cannot believe America has gotten to be that ignorant. Ignorant. I've never in my life seen somebody break the law as much as Donald Trump has. And still get up there and lie. The whole campaign been lying the whole time. And y'all brain dead ass people go out there and vote for him. And then expect us to be okay with it. Hell no. When I say stick together, I mean all the people that voted Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, I mean. Everybody that voted for her, stand up together. That's what we gonna do, people. It ain't over. It's just starting. The cold shoulder y'all getting now, it's just starting at the shoulders. Y'all gonna have a cold shoulder, cold ass, cold feet, everything. This dividing y'all families and y'all see it. Yeah, you wish you could take your vote back now, but you can't. You've ruined your families. And people, if it ain't happening to your family, then don't write me. Don't write me telling me, it ain't happening in my house. But then I'm not talking to you, fool. But it is going on in other people's houses. It ain't going on in my house either. I'm reporting what I see and hear and look up. Ain't none of this stuff happening in my house. I live alone. So you ain't said nothing. It ain't happening in your house. That don't mean it ain't happening. I'm showing you that it's happening. Telling you that it's happening. So if you still don't believe that, but of course, you're a Donald Trump supporter. The wrong people are giving you the information. If Donald Trump, pampered wearing ass, had told you this, you'd have believed it. You'd have believed it. Man can't even control his own body functions. And y'all voted me in as president. He was pampered just like my grandson. He was just bigger and for adults. Same thing. So people, don't be shocked that some people that y'all ain't heard from in a while, you don't hear from them. Especially if you boast that you voted the way you voted. So people, it's right there. I ain't got to come over here and lie about nothing. And I'm not going to. But that's why I told y'all, think about your family. Vote for your family. Go back to the videos. I told you. Because anything possible. Remember I said that? Anything possible. And the impossible, y'all just made possible. Now you're going to make your life impossible. So people, next time be smarter. Don't believe liars, especially they done been convicted. Is a convicted felon. Next time, have better judgment. Maybe it'll keep your family intact. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Funny Bone love y'all. Stick together, Democrats. Stick together, Republicans that are not MAGA. We gotta all stick together. Funny Bone love y'all. Peace.